super excited to start this new journey in the new IPL team Ahmedabad. What I can promise you is this team will always fight and give their all.
I'm very excited to begin this IPL campaign with Gujarat Titans. Really looking forward to give my absolute best and bring joy to the people of Gujarat.
जय गुजरात, जय गुजरात, जय जय गरवी गुजरात। जय जय गरवी गुजरात, दीपे अरुणो प्रभात। जय जय गरवी गुजरात, वंदन 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 गुजरात तने वंदन, वंदन 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 गुजरात तने वंदन, वंदन वंदन प्रकाश से चरण कसुंबी प्रेम शौर्य अंकित। तू भड़व भड़व निज संतति सहुने प्रेम भक्ति मेरी। ऊंची तुझ सुंदर जात, जय जय गरवी गुजरात, जय जय गरवी गुजरात, जय जय गरवी गुजरात, दीपे अरुणो प्रभात। जय जय गरवी गुजरात, वंदन वंदन गुजरात तने वंदन, गुजरात तने वंदन, वंदन गुजरात तने वंदन, वंदन वंदन गुजरात तने वंदे गुजरात।
A very good evening to all of you. Round of applause for these wonderful artists. Come on. They burnt 100 calories. I request you to burn at least 5. Come on, keep clapping for them. Shabash, shabash. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this fantastic team jersey launch of the Gujarat Titans. My name is Vikram Sathe, stand-up comedian, cricket presenter, and the host for today's evening. What do you say? We are actually all debuting today. We are debuting because this is the debut season of Gujarat Titans. There is a new debut skipper in Hardik Pandya. Round of applause for him. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first Indian sports team to do the logo launch in the metaverse. Gujarat Titans. Round of applause for them as well. We are all passionate about the game of cricket. There's a friend of mine whose wife was so irritated by the fact that he was watching cricket the whole day. She said, cricket, cricket, cricket. Do you even remember the day we got married? He said, yeah, that was the day when VVS Lakshman scored 281 against Australia in Kolkata. She filed the divorce papers next day. Somebody asked him on what grounds. He said, Eden Gardens. This is the passion for the game that we have, and it's amazing that we talk about a stadium on the backdrop of the greatest stadium in the world in terms of capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Narendra Modi Stadium and the Gujarat Cricket Association and everybody who was involved in making this wonderful stadium possible. I say it with pride because we've watched cricket for 20 years where stadiums were not like this. Watching cricket in Australia was great fun. You could actually have a cup of tea, come back, and your seat was still there. These are pleasures we didn't experience in India. We didn't, because there were 4 people on your lap at any given point of time. We felt violated. You could not go to the toilet for 8 hours in a test match because your kidney would burst. But you couldn't go because your seat would get taken away. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to watch cricket in this stadium. Unfortunately, I have not watched yet in this new stadium. I have great memories of the ground earlier. India beat Australia 2011 World Cup, you remember? That was a big match. 30,000 runs Sachin Tendulkar got at this particular ground. Round of applause for that man and the legacy. There were some bad memories also. A.B. de Villiers got a double 100 here as well. So, but generally, if you look at it, the legacy of Gujarat cricket has been amazing. You name the number of players, you know, you look at Rusi Surti. Round of applause for all the legends. Come on, Nari Contractor, youngest captain, 26 years of age for India. Jasu Patel, Parthiv Patel in the modern era, Akshar Patel as well, and Jasprit Bumrah, 5-wicket haul for Bumrah. Come on, round of applause. He comes from the land of Gujarat. Yes, we are talking about the Gujarat Titans, but we will be enjoying IPL for 2.5 months, and that's the pleasure. And you know, my theory on cricket is because of cricket, couples don't fight with each other. Because 3 months, men will be watching cricket. And the other day, my aunt came to me and said that, you know, cricket, you know, he will not talk to me. I said, good for you. Because men after 60 turn senile anyways. And men have a need to advise women in areas where they have no idea. We have need to advise. But so when you're watching cricket, there is happiness in the family. Because then my uncle doesn't go to the kitchen and say, कि वो भिंडी में ना थोड़ा जीरा डाल दो. अरे तुमको पता है क्या जीरा कैसे दिखता है? But that's what happens. And my theory is that sport is very important for men because it keeps them senile. Otherwise, there was no option. Because I'll tell you, there is a theory to that. We all were hunters in the past. So we kind of, you know, killed animals. There were food coming in. So all the frustration and adrenaline came out. But now buying methi from Godrej stores doesn't give us that high. So what do? We follow a sport. So through Hardik Pandya's 50, we get that energy out and we support the Gujarat Titans. So that's why I tell my aunt, if you don't want your husband to play games with you, allow him to watch cricket so everything will be good in the family. Having said that, now a lot of women watch the sport and many couples tell me that this is the only thing they do together as a couple. And that's the glory of a wonderful game of cricket. And that's why we are here to celebrate the logo, the team jersey launch of Gujarat Titans. Once again, a huge round of applause for the team. The fans of Gujarat have been waiting. It's one of the most passionate states when it comes to cricket. All that frustration and energy will come out and in support of the Gujarat Titans. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to clap for the team. This is a fantastic team set up by the team management. So one by one, I'll be calling out team names, but please give them a huge, huge round of Gujarati response and encourage them, because this is the team that we'll all be supporting. Ladies and gentlemen, the swagger man, he takes, inspiration from the Caribbean 80s with this chewing gum style. Put your hands together for one of the most street smart cricketers of India. Ladies and gentlemen, skipper Hardik Pandya. I won't describe anybody, but the people who I can imitate. Shubman Gill is like the ramp walk, So he'll need some tips from you. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Shubman Gill. The magician in Rashid Khan. Come on, use round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the biryani man, somebody who puts his seam position up and then he can destroy all batsmen on the opposite end. Mohammad Shami. Ladies and gentlemen, whose moustache can be IP'd by the Gujarat Titans. Put your hands together for Lockie Ferguson. Round of applause for Abhinav Sadrangani. Come on, round of applause. You can do better than that. All-rounder Rahul Tewatia. Ladies and gentlemen, the Afghan brigade is also very strong. Put your hands together for Noor Ahmad. Put your hands together for R. Sai Kishore. Round of applause for Dominic Drakes. Come on, you can do better than that. Put your hands together for a fabulous all-rounder, Jayant Yadav. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this man and Hardik Pandya and David Miller in the middle. He's a fantastic all-rounder, Vijay Shankar. Put your hands together for Darshan Nalkhande. Come on, round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken, he'll take a great inspiration from Ashish Nehra. Put your hands together for left-arm fast bowler, Yash Dayal. Put your hands together for Alzari Joseph. Put your hands together for the style icon himself, Pradeep Sangwan. Killer Miller, ladies and gentlemen, David Miller. One of the finest wicket keepers that India has seen for a long time, Riddhiman Shah. Ladies and gentlemen, we will first time not sledge him. We'll just be friends with him. Matthew Wade. Put your hands together for Gurkirat Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the fastest bowlers India has seen, Varun Aaron. Put your hands together for B. Sai Sudarshan. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not the least, Rahman Gurbaz. Once again, a round of applause for this fabulous team at Gujarat Titans. You can do better. Come on. These are the guys who we will be supporting, and we want these guys to do a good job. Coming back to the reason why we are here, the jersey launch of the Gujarat Titans. To officially, start with the proceedings, I'm going to call on stage the Chief Operating Officer of Gujarat Titans, COO, as I said, Colonel Arvinder Singh. Round of applause for him as well.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a special welcome to our chief guest, the Honorary Secretary of the Board of Control for Cricket, Mr. Jay Shah. We can have a round of applause for that. Also like to welcome all the other dignitaries who have joined us today, including all the office bearers of the Gujarat Cricket Association, our esteemed partners led by the team, Ravneet and his team from Aether, and all the others from Capri, BKT, Jio, and all else who have made it a point to join us today. I will not take much time, but I do want to narrate a small incident. None of us had been to this iconic stadium till the team Gujarat Titans was formed. So after the auction, we decided that, all right, the first thing we do is we're going to go to Ahmedabad and see what our home stadium for the next many years looks like. And all I can say is, we were three of us, we walked into this stadium, or rather when we drove into the stadium, the aura and the feeling of pride that this stadium generates. It's difficult for me to explain what it was. I remember standing up right there, Mr. Anil Patel, the Honorary Joint Secretary here at the GCA, guided us. And there were no words really speaking. We were just looking at each other speechless because none of us had seen anything like this. And we were hoping, our first thought was, how soon can we conduct our home games at our iconic home stadium? Unfortunately, for us, it won't happen this year. Nevertheless, it gives us that much more time and energy to be ready for the next season, next year, and ensure that not only Ahmedabad, but whole of Gujarat and Gujaratis everywhere, Indians can be proud of something as iconic as this. At Gujarat Titans, all I would like to say is it is our endeavor to set up ethics that will guide us over the years. The ethics stem from two aspects. The first being, we believe in being welcoming hearts and courageous minds. That is how, right at the beginning, in a season of many firsts that Vikram talked about earlier, this is also a first for us, that this is what is going to be our guiding principle over the years. And when it comes to cricket, our endeavor is to enable high performance cricket from everybody who is either part of us or endeavors to be part of us, and what we will do for cricket as such, as Gujarat Titans, whether it is here or in the state of Gujarat or elsewhere. Fans lie at the heart of the franchise, and I would like to take this opportunity to assure each and everyone who's been waiting for Gujarat to have its own team that there will be a Gujarati flavor in whatever we do, however we do, and our motto is going to be, bring it on. We will talk about it a little later. In the short time that we've been able to put together the name, the logo, and today we stand at the iconic stadium. We made it a point. We could have done it elsewhere, but we feel proud of the fact that this is our home stadium. And I hope today's evening is going to live up to the reputation and the name of this iconic stadium. So without much ado, I am going to now request Vikram to come forward and please invite the dignitaries who are coming on for the launch.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'd like to request you to please round of applause for Colonel Arvinder Singh. The gentlemen I'd like to invite on stage now are very crucial to this partnership along with the Gujarat Titans, and they're like the backbone of this particular franchise. So I'm going to call somebody who I think would be my dream job, just to be part of sporting franchises all across the world. I mean, I'm going to talk to him later and just trade job for one day or something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Amit Soni. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to call. Let me see if I can get his helicopter shot right. He goes behind. Sometimes I feel he'll go behind the wicketkeeper and hit the helicopter shot. And I think this stadium will also be small for him. Put your hands together for the skipper of the Gujarat Titans, Hardik. Ladies and gentlemen, a very important man for the Gujarat Titans. He's the director of cricket. He's somebody who's played for England. He's made more than 18,000 runs in county cricket. He's the most complete man I have seen, because he's not only somebody who was a coach, he's a lawyer as well when he played cricket. Put your hands together for somebody who's going to drive the cricket operations, Vikram! Ladies and gentlemen, he's one of my favorite cricketers. There is no person in the Indian team who did not ever like him. They all loved him. He's somebody, I've spoken to captains and they've said that if you gave the ball to this man, you knew that he will just give his heart out. Most importantly, I love his bowling action from the times that he played his cricket. It was like, you know, making chas. So this is a good connection that we can have with Gujarat. Put your hands together for the head coach of the Gujarat Titans, Ashish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another brand that I love. I'll tell you why, because it kind of resonates with the, you know, the philosophy of Gujarat Titans. It's just the debut season and a new age brand to come on board at the time that we are looking for alternative fuel. We're looking for electrical energy to, you know, propel automobiles. This is a fantastic company to partner with. Ladies and gentlemen, let me call on stage Mr. Ravneet Pokela, Chief Business Officer of Ather Energy, the principal partner of the Gujarat Titans. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. Hardik, Vikram, and Ashish, I'll be talking to you a little later, but I'll have the gentlemen comment first, starting with you, Amit. Can I be part of your company? No.
Anytime, I already told you we'll trade jobs. That's a way cooler job.
Jokes apart, I think this would be your best investment. What do you think?
It already looks like that. Just look around. It's amazing.
Yeah, your thoughts on the association and how this happened?
No, look, I think it was a small idea that came from a couple of members of our team to think about what we could do for the game of cricket and what we have done with lots of sporting events across the world. And I think we then started to think bit by bit, meet people with BCCI, get people support and help, and finally showed up one day to the auction room. And as luck has it, we were just lucky, and we're happy to be lucky.
Fabulous. Round of applause for Amit at CBC Capital Partners. Ravneet, love your brand, first of all.
Thank you.
New age, you know, this world is talking of alternative fuel. Everybody's talking of conferences and stuff like that where we are promoting alternative fuel because that's the need of the hour, the future of the world as such. But you're a new company. And, you know, it's amazing to associate with Gujarat Titans as such such an early phase of your company. Tell us something about it.
So Vikram, actually it's very interesting why we find ourselves here. So it's not because it's IPL and cricket is fun, excitement, hangama. Of course, all that is there. But I think what makes this partnership a bit special is where we are in our respective journeys, right? So both of us are young brands. We like to believe both of us are fighters, as Hardik said in the video. Both of us are entering at a time where in our respective fields, there are already some established heavyweights, right? So whether it's the IPL teams or, you know, in our business as well. But I guess we come with a determination to make a difference. We come here with the intent to shake things up. And we do believe we'll make a dent in the universe. So I'm super looking forward to the next few years working together with Titans and creating some magic.
Fabulous. Round of applause for Mr. Ravneet Pokela, Chief Business Officer at Ather Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, time for the reason why we are all here, and that is the jersey launch of Gujarat Titans. I leave it to you, Colonel Sir.
It's my honor and a proud privilege to kindly request Mr. Jay Shah, the Honorary Secretary of the Board of Control for Cricket, to please join us on stage and do the honors for us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be fun, I assure you.
I'll balance it. You want us to lift it up? How to get it out?
डांस होगा, डब्बा लाएगा, पोडियम आएगा, दबाने के लिए मैं बता दूंगा।
Ladies, not working? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time for the actual thing to happen. I'd like to request Mr. Jay Shah to please press the buzzer. There you are. There you go. 3, 2, 1. There you are. Ladies and gentlemen, the jersey launch of Gujarat Titans. I can assure you one thing, that Hardik six-pack is better than this guy's. Having said that, round of applause for this fabulous jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, the AR animation of the jersey is available for the online viewers as well. For the first time, an IPL team is launching a jersey in AR. Here's presenting the Gujarat Titans jersey in AR to all the online viewers. We can do better. Round of applause. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is available for all the online viewers. Round of applause once again for final time. The jersey launch of Gujarat Titans. I'd like to request gentlemen to just kind of come closer so that we can go for the photograph. Yeah, we would like you to open your jacket so that you can reveal your team jerseys as well. And it's time for the group photograph, ladies and gentlemen. Request the photographers, yes.
They'll come in. They'll take it. Skipper, ensure no diamonds in that.
The backdrop of the Narendra Modi Stadium, the jersey launch of Gujarat Titans. What a fabulous jersey this is. Absolutely outstanding design. There you go. Yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The final photographs of launch of the team jersey of the Gujarat Titans. If you want light, can I put my head in between? Thank you very much. Request the photographers to please settle down as we continue with the function. Thank you, Mr. Jay Shah, for joining us. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us on this. Thank you, Amit. Thank you for... No, I want Ashish and Hardik and Vikram to wait. Ravni, thank you so much for joining us on stage. I'd like to request you gentlemen to come a little further so that we can have this. There you are, Hardik in the center. I'd like to request you to sit in the center. Ashish on this side, Vikram on this side.
Hello.
We'll be chatting a little bit on their journey so far and what they are looking forward to in this particular season. And I'll start with you, Hardik. You played with Nehraji. And now you're going to listen to Nehraji with like whiteboard and stuff like that, making strategy. How is that relationship going to happen now?
First of all, I don't expect him to come on the whiteboard with a lot of ideas. One thing is very clear with Nehraji is that, he lets all the players decide what they want to do and gives the freedom that, enjoy your game, make mistakes, but you eventually learn from the mistakes. So, but for him, very excited with for me to, be associated with him and, spend such quality time with him, because everyone knows that he's the most funniest guy you can meet.
Exactly, exactly.
He will never give you the coach vibe, basically.
Interesting is that when you got the skippership of this particular franchise, you said something very interesting. You said captaincy is about looking after your teammates, period. And I like this approach because man management plays a very critical role in teams today, and you said it upfront. What does that mean? Explain to us. And does it mean that Shami ko biryani अच्छा होना चाहिए, Shubman Gill के कपड़े अच्छे मिलने चाहिए? What does it mean exactly?
Mainly from our side, our goal will be to make sure that the players are comfortable in whatever capacity we can help them out. And, clarity has to be there, honesty has to be there. And as we all know that, players generally, when the good times are going on, they actually kind of don't need any of us. But one thing we know that, there will be difficult days as well in the season, because the season tests you. So we will make sure that when the difficult days are going on, we will be there for them no matter what. And my philosophy for this season is that success is theirs, failure is mine. So
wow, that's
that way
a round of applause for this fabulous theory. Success is there, failure is mine. That's what you need, from an amazing leader like yourself, which we will see in the future. It's interesting that Ashish is sitting with you, because what you talk about is something Gary Kirsten spoke in 2011. And many of his colleagues, including UV, would say that one of the great things that Gary brought to the table was he handled the team personnel independently very well. Ashish, you are now the head coach. Your coach was Gary. Life has come differently in a different circle. Tell us something about it.
That's what you call circle of life, I believe. No, first of all, I would like to thank GCA to organize such a wonderful event, as well as CVC. And it's a great privilege for us, so for Hardik, Vikram, myself, all the boys, to create something special. It's a new franchisee. But as everybody knows, it's IPL is that kind of a tournament, like it's a new franchisee, but everybody have the similar kind of purse. Yes, they could retain only 4. We did manage to retain 3 players. So it's not new franchisee means, often you see other sports that teams are taking time, but in this tournament, we can create something special from year 1. And you just mentioned Gary Kirsten. You will see him soon around. And yes, see, when it comes to coaching also, like Hardik rightly said, it's man management. And see, all these guys are, when you are dealing with under 14, under 16 people, under 19 is different. But here you talk about IPL, they all have been played IPL for different teams. They're all playing for their country. They're all playing first class cricket. So they know what to do. And like Hardik mentioned, Hardik is there, myself, Vikram, all the other support staff are behind the boys. And we'll help them thick or thin. Like, you just said, when you win, then everything looks good. But even in coaching, I look at a player's perspective, that how I can help them. Like when things are not going your way, that's the time they need your support staff the most. And we'll always be there, and we'll have good season. And most importantly, you work hard, yes, but you at the same time have fun. And it's a learning process. Hopefully we can help them.
I think the fun part is pretty sorted. I don't know, when Hardik and you will be there in the huddle, it'll be just entertainment. For sure, definitely, because you have a sense of humor, and I've seen good sides are sides which can laugh together. And I think that you'll bring to the table in a big way. You've got Vikram, somebody who's not, he's a little serious kind of a guy. You guys have played your cricket together. If I'm not mistaken, Nehra, you've taken his wicket also.
Yeah, I think so. He mentioned earlier also.
Too many times, I think. Just another wicket.
I think there are a couple of games that you played with each other, and Nehra took Vikram's wicket, prolific score. I think once. I thought there were 2 games. But tell us how this combination is going to be, that Hardik and Nehra, cool guys, hard guys, Vikram and Gary, sincere guys, lawyer, board, laptop, technique. Kaise manage ho gaye?
No, see, you need a lawyer. He is our lawyer as well as our judge also, so we are fine. And see, you need every kind of people, because when you talk about team or when you talk about support staff, if everybody is similar, then there's no fun. Everyone is different, everybody's thinking is different, and that's what makes a good team, as long as you are working on the similar direction. And we are pretty much sure that we are aligned together, and we have worked earlier also in the past few years back. So all good, and Mr. Solanki looks, you might feel that he's a serious kind of guy, but he's not. Maybe if a little bit of seriousness is left by the end of the season, we'll take that away also.
Vikram, your experience. I mean, you've been like a multifaceted person and you know like so many other things that you've done. Coaching, I mean, the prolific scorer you've been in domestic cricket in England. Tell us, born in Rajasthan, going into England, playing all your cricket there and coming back to Gujarat. Are we lucky or what?
I consider myself very lucky, certainly. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I've been given to be a part of this franchise, as are all of the players, I'm sure, as is everybody that's been involved. My experience to date has been that there's been an extreme amount of work that's gone in to get us to where we are. We absolutely recognize that there is a huge amount of work to do throughout the season in sort of developing this team, developing relationships with the GCA. We're very minded of that. We're conscious that as far as the cricket is concerned, we've got to come together as a group very quickly. We see ourselves as new, and I want to echo some of the words that Colonel Arvinder sort of mentioned about bring it on. This is a motto and a method that I think we've got to adapt. We're no different to any of the other teams. We're at the starting line, similar to all of the other teams. We will not sort of allow ourselves the excuse that this is our first year. We intend to be competitive. We intend to work hard and have a lot of fun in and amongst that as well. What I'd also like to say is that I'm looking forward to getting to know the Gujarat fans. I'm looking forward to get to know all of the Gujarat Cricket Association, to be associated with the ground that you've sort of mentioned time and time again, to be associated with a state like Gujarat. Of course, I've got a slight, I'm from a neighboring state. I was born not too far away from here. I spent a bit of childhood here. For everybody that's involved, I wish you the best. I wish all of us the very best for the year ahead, but also for the years beyond that. Let's work together. Let's get behind each other. Let's support each other. And I mean that from not just as fans' point of view to us, but I mean that from a cricket point of view towards the GCA, for everybody that wants the betterment of cricket in Gujarat.
Wow, beautifully said. Hardik, I'll give you the last words because you're the captain of the team. You know, T20 cricket, IPL is many times about patience. I mean, you do the process, you do the right thing. Sometimes results might not come your way. You've got a balanced side. You've got you, as I said, Vijay Shankar and Miller down. The bowling with Rashid Khan and the Afghan cricket looks good. Shubman Gill up the top. So many young cricketers. Patience is important, but in T20 cricket. And I see your social media. I see you spending a lot of time with your son. Is it true that you have that kind of patience?
I mean, Agastya is teaching me that, right? That sometimes patience is important. I tell him that so many times he wants a toy and I don't want to give him. So I'm trying to teach him that, you know what, in life, patience is very important because at the end of the day, it makes you it helps you to take the right decision. So I am slowly teaching him that, and eventually I think it will, the shadow of that will come on me, and maybe it will help us, the team as well.
Outstanding. So basically what we are going to see is a strike rate of 130 in the first 25 balls, and then 200 in the next 40 balls. Round of applause for these wonderful cricketers. Ladies and gentlemen, Hardik Pandya, Ashish Nehra, and Vikram Solanki. We have some time for some questions for the media. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your time. You can ask the questions to these wonderful team here at Gujarat Titans, and then we can go ahead. Yes.
Hi, Hardik and the Gujarat Titans. Congratulations for the launch of jersey. Hardik, I'm Ketan Joshi. My question is that this time the IPL will be with the new groups, Group A and Group B. And how do you take this kind of new IPL with a group? And because earlier we can see that all the teams is playing with the each other match, and now the group. And how do you look the match against the Chennai Super Kings? Because you will play against the Captain Cool.
I mean, we will be playing almost against all the teams, and eventually T20 is about, you see what is coming ahead. For us, what will be important that, yes, we will be playing some teams 2 times, some team 1 time, but for us, what will be important that we prepare well. We will always get the time, to prepare exactly how we want to do it against certain teams, and as you said, playing against CSK, obviously, I'll be as excited as I'll play any other team. Obviously, Mahiba is there, but I'll be as happy as any other team as well.
इनका हेलीकॉप्टर जरा मॉडर्न है.
Inventor तो वही है.
Next one.
Hardik, as a captain of the new team, what is your vision?
Our vision, I'll speak for us. For us, as we have said, we want to create a culture where all the players and everyone feels at home. We want to give them sense of security as well, because what I've learned over the years of playing 7 years in IPL, that whenever the players are feeling at home and they feel secure, eventually they get their best performance out, or they feel like they belong where they are playing. So for us, it will be creating a new culture, making sure that everyone gets whatever they required. As support, we will be always there for them.
Hello.
Yeah.
My
Just
question-
name yourself and you can ask the question.
My name is Adhiraj Jadeja from TV9 Gujarati. मेरा क्वेश्चन है हार्दिक से.
Hello.
हाय.
बोलो साहब.
मजामा साहब.
मजामा एकदम. तमे केम?
एकदम मजा. अच्छा, व्हाट इज योर फिटनेस अपडेट? क्या हम देख सकते हैं कि हार्दिक फिर से बॉलिंग करेगा आईपीएल में?
सर सरप्राइज है वो. सरप्राइज करें तो.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much, friends from the media. Round of applause for the media as well. They've been always supportive to us. Thank you so much. No, wait yaar, kahan ja raha hai? We have a surprise for the Gujarat Titans fans, and we have an upcoming team anthem which we can sing and hum for our team whenever the matches are going on, and it's composed, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mr. Dub Sharma, who's the composer of this anthem. Round of applause for him. There he is on your screen. And ladies and gentlemen, it's sung by Aditya Ghadvi, who's amongst us as well. There he is. Round of applause for him as well. This anthem is very important for us. We need to cheer the Gujarat Titans. Hardik bhai, मैंने सुना आपके पास भी कोई surprise है.
Yes, sir. As we all have seen the jersey up close and personal, I want the entire world to see the jersey as we were able to experience. So I think you can catch the jersey there.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all the viewers and fans across the world can experience the Gujarat Titans jersey wherever you are. Come on. In your home, in your office. There it is. For fans across the world, you can experience the Gujarat Titan jersey by scanning the QR code, which takes you to a web page from where you could exactly experience 360-degree view of the jersey. So go ahead and experience the Gujarat Titan jersey in the first ever digital Catch the Jersey experience. There you go. QR code, very, very important. You can get a view for yourself on the web page. That's it. This is the QR code. You can experience the jersey 360-degree view. Ladies and gentlemen, catch the jersey experience, and it applies to all of you as well. You can do it right now. Experience the jersey and have a whole lot of fun. That's it for us here, but I'm not going to leave you guys because we have a photo op.